right, today is an Under the Cull of MS episode, the regular weekly podcast episode that we are actually getting out every week now lately. So we're working on it. I'm going to try and make this a faster one, but I'm guessing it'll still go a good half hour. I'm going to start you out with 6 questions again, and I'll give you the answers at the end of the show. But definitely need my glasses for these because the writing is small. These are Star Wars related questions again. We're still in that little hat of things to go through. Who, according to C-3PO, has been known to make mistakes from time to time? Question 2. What vehicle's armor is too strong for standard blasters to penetrate? Question 3. What did Luke refuse to do, prompting Obi-Wan to remark, "Then the Emperor has already won"? Question 4. What planet's moon was almost destroyed by the first Death Star? Question 5. Who resembled C-3PO during the Millennium Falcon's escape from Cloud City? And question 6. What character's costume was made of yak fur and mohair? I think I might actually know most of those questions this time, or answers. Some fun things to show off. I'm going to actually leave that one for a while yet. Well, nah, we'll see what happens. Maybe at the end of the show. But I did pick up Cheap Comic Collector Rob asked us to sing a song. And it's a Christmassy song. So I stopped at our local dollar store to pick up some Christmassy items to kind of go with the song. And the only decoration I picked up was this fragile item from A Christmas Story. It's a little bobble light. So the head of it just bounces back and forth in the sunlight. But yeah, I thought that was kind of fun. So I figured I'd grab that. It was only a couple bucks. Speaking of other podcasters, Will from Cup of Comics. I think it's just Cup of Comics. But Will, yeah, it's an awesome show. I enjoy watching his show, especially because I actually get to watch someone that gives football updates and stuff. It's a lot of fun too because he's down south, so his TV's like a minute ahead of my TV, about 45 seconds or so. So it's like the other day when I was watching it, he's calling a touchdown, but I'm seeing a missed touchdown play that happens right before it. So I'm going to start typing. I'm going to sit there and tell him, there's no touchdown. I don't know what you're seeing. And then all of a sudden I see the next play and it's a touchdown. I didn't have to send him a little comment and stuff. But yeah, it was funny. Always funny getting those updates from him. And then I'm like hearing what's happening. And then I could see it, or the plays right in the middle of the play, or the running backs running the ball down the field, and he's already calling a touchdown, and I'm not quite seeing it. But yeah, it makes it a lot more fun to watch the games when I'm watching Will. So, but I never understood what the duck thing was. He'd do the little hashtag drawings and give a duck away. So this week, I decided what the heck, I'd finally do some of the hashtags. I did a few of them. I ended up winning, I think, the last one that he put out. I got my first duck this week. And Cup of Comics. I see other people doing that also with the ducks. I was on watching some other podcast, and they were doing them, but I just wasn't jumping on little hashtag thing because I was trying to figure out what the heck ducks were. I thought maybe it was a crossover with a bunch of different creators or something. They were all doing this little duck thing, but apparently it must be like once a month he does a drawing. Then however many ducks you have, that's how many entries you get into the drawing. So that's cool. The drawing for this one will be next Monday. So I will be checking out his show. He does his live show on Mondays during football games, Monday Night Football. So that is cool. So check out Will at Cup of Comics. I hope I'm not screwing up the name. If I am, I'll change it in the show notes or whatever. And then I can't think of. I hate when I lose the name. Just follow the claim sales. There's been a lot of fun claim sales lately. Aaron's been doing dollar claims. Cheap Comic Collector's doing his still. Back. I can't think of the name of their site. They just did a holiday claim sale just before Thanksgiving. Not sure how long it's going for, but I will put their information in the show notes. You can check out their site, see if they still got it going. But it's is it $1 Comics or $2 Comics? I want to say $1 Comics, but you have to pay shipping. But I bought a nice pile of comics from them. It was only $8 to ship. So definitely worth it. They're not scamming you on the shipping at all. But I will put the information in the show notes, or their name will probably pop up. And they changed and put themselves together in a website now, a YouTube channel. So I just can't think of the new name, but I will figure it out, and I will have that information in the show notes for you. But claim sales have been a blast. So check those out. I did have the wife pick up Deadpool Wolverine, so I can finally see the movie. I stupidly bought or got Disney Plus right after not long after the movie came out, thinking we're still in COVID times where we get to see the theater movies when they're released on the platforms, or right after they're taken out of the theaters, they'd come out on the platform. But now we're back to where you got to wait a few months before they'll come out on the platforms again. And it just came out back out on Disney Plus, but I stupidly got Disney Plus for this back then, and huge waste of money because there's nothing new on Disney Plus. I mean, seriously, the amount of money you're charging and you're not even bringing anything new out. It's one thing out here and there. Nothing that interested me, and the few things that were out now, very boring. But what you gonna do? So I got rid of it and went with the Hulu Max package, and now on Disney Plus they have this, but instead of forking out whatever it is, basically the same amount of price, I got the DVD, so it's like I'm happy. I'll go. I still haven't checked it out. I will check it out. I will let you know what I think of it. I know I'm gonna love it. The first two Deadpools I've rewatched a dozen times already. I figure I just got the regular DVD, nothing special, because there's going to be thousands of Blu-rays and special editions and all that stuff that will be at the rummage sales next year. Because tons of people will buy them for the holidays. They'll watch them once, and then I'll be able to find them at a rummage sale for $1. So But I wanted to watch it now, so I figured I'd at least get the DVD version and check it out. On Amazon, I checked out Batman Caped Crusader. It's kind of more gangsterish, dark, police story type Batman. I couldn't get into it fully. I only watched, I think, 3 episodes, and I gave up on it. Just wasn't drawing me in. I'm pretty sure I'm right with the voice, but Oswald from the Drew Carey Show, he's played Batman in the past. Now in this show, he plays Harvey Dent, Two-Face. So it's always fun seeing his voice with all the different characters. So I'm curious what they're going to do. And I was kind of thrown by, I know we're in a world of multiverses and all that crap and stuff. Different planets, different Earths, all that. So you can play on every type of little thing. But they had a female penguin in here. It just drives me nuts when they change characters around like that. And it's like, at least give us an explanation that this is Earth whatever. I may have missed it. I didn't see it. So I assumed it was the regular Earth. Earth 612 or whatever the heck it is. 616 or I don't even know anymore. I can't keep track of all that stuff. It's just my MS brain doesn't allow me to retain information anymore like I used to. I used to know everything at the drop of a dime. But that all threw me off. Not that I hate a female penguin character, I just don't want my characters changing all the time. So between that and not seeing a bunch of fun villain crossover stuff, at least in the first few issues that showed any interesting battles and all that stuff and twists and turns and things that were going on, it didn't draw me in. Other than that, Hulu, watching the Roadworthy Rescues. I think I actually finished that off. But I enjoy watching him find junk cars, fix them up, because he sits there and goes out in the middle of the woods or to an old shop or wherever, buys the vehicle, and then pulls it out of wherever it's stuck, hidden, or buried, and basically gets it running enough that he can drive it back to his shop. And he takes some of these a good distance that he has to run them. One he had to get a wrecker for to pick them up, but yeah. He brings a few things, gets them fired up, gassed, rebuild the carbs, do what he can, throw some new rubber on them, or some used rubber, whatever. Just get the vehicle roadworthy enough that he can get it back to the shop and work on it and fix it up to a decent enough point that it's running good, and then they can in the future sit and put money into basically fixing the vehicle up completely, repaint, nice paint job, all that stuff, fixing all the metal and everything. But he gets them all roadworthy, and yeah, it's a real enjoyable show for a car repair fix-it style show. But I don't like that he plays around with sucking the gas, sucking the radiator fluid out and stuff like that, and getting all these chemicals and stuff in his system, and just spraying things, not wearing masks and all that. I really hope in the future we don't find out that he has some weird cancer from all the crap that he's trying to make jokes out of and stuff, and make his show have little comedic factors. It's not funny if it's going to kill you. So that part I could deal without. But I was there too, and I had so many different chemicals and stuff over the years. You just don't think about it when you're young, dumb, full of, yeah. It's just Netflix. I have a bunch of the Ranma 1/2 comics. Never really from a shop I bought a bunch of stuff from one time, and never could really get into them. But they have a series on Netflix. It's got some really catchy opening music. But yeah, I didn't, from the little bit of that I did read or check out of the comics, I never got the gist of it, because apparently it's Ranma's boy character that ended up jumping into some type of water, and that water changed him into a girl. And then when he uses hot water, he turns into a girl, and cold water turns him back into a boy. And I just let it play in the background. It got like 5 or 6 episodes in. Lots of pervy moments where all of a sudden it changes to a girl and like half her shirt's missing, or she's completely naked in a shower and standing in front of a boy and all that stuff. It's crazy, some of the stuff they get into with manga items. But I got to a point I didn't finish it. I couldn't get into it. And but I did notice there was another character that apparently fell in the same water, and that character turned into, I want to say he was a wolfish dog at one point, but his main thing that I seen is he's a little pig when he gets cold water on him, and then hot water turns him back into a boy. But I liked the introduction into how he got his powers, and how when he first turned into a little piglet, Ranma's got a big panda bear that hangs out with Ranma, and the panda bear brought the pig to a chef, and the chef made up a big wok full of stuff, getting it prepped and ready, and drops the piglet into the wok to cook it up. And as soon as it gets the hot water, it turns back to the boy. So you got his naked boy sitting in a pot with a scarf on. It's like the scarf transfers from the boy to the pig, but for some reason the clothes disappear. I don't know. It's very, very strange. Like I said, it was playing in the background. I wasn't watching it constantly, so I didn't get all of what was going on. The last platform we really checked anything out on was Max, Hobo Max. We are finishing up the Harley Quinn season 3 and 4, because I only seen 1 and 2, and I didn't realize there was 2 new seasons out. So that's awesome. Excellent animated series, one of my favorite ones. Newer ones out there if you want to check out a great animated series. Lots of fun DC characters, lots of great voices. Kaylee Coco for Cocoa Puffs. She plays Harley and stuff. You got Harley Ivy. You got Ron Funches plays King Shark and stuff like that. Just lots of fun voice characters in that series. They all have great enjoyable voices, so you're not dealing with a bunch of annoying ones. Checked out Tom and Jerry, Willy Wonka, and the Chocolate Factory. Basically, right off the Gene Wilder version. Basic, same storyline, concept, characters, doing the same mistakes as they did in the Gene Wilder, Willy Wonka version. I enjoyed it. I'd probably watch that instead of the Gene Wilder one, just because the kids in the Gene Wilder one are way more annoying. I like Gene, but he did a great job with the Willy Wonka character, but that's a fun little Christmassy time animated series with Tom and Jerry. And then Robo Chicken, I've been doing a rewatch of, and there's so many damn seasons of that. I think I'm only up to season 4, maybe, where they have the second Star Wars special that they did. So, but yeah, it still holds up to an extent, but some of it's pretty rude back in the beginning. See how the later ones go. But yeah, I don't know. I haven't come across any that I feel that I haven't seen. So I'm just trying to get caught up on any that I missed. But so far, I've seen them all. Of course, the first few seasons, you watch all that stuff. But yeah, that's pretty much what we've been watching on TV. And then the wife picked up a couple things that I'll show off quick yet. She just gave me this yesterday, a metal tin. All I need is my cat and some weed. Another sign I don't need. She picked up for me. And then these, I was gonna wait and show off on some other show, but I figure what the heck, we'll put them here. Then I'll show them there also if I ever get on that show. Let's see if I can make this stay straighter by leaving this behind it. But the wife picked these up, and she wasn't sure if I'd like them, but I do, of course. We got Alien, the short version. I just love that. Yeah, the alien cat has the alien queen in its mouth. Can't remember his name. We just rewatched Alien this past weekend, and for some reason I can't think of the cat's name. My brain is just terrible today. It's one of those weeks. And she's like, "Don't make fun of me." But she also got a big version without the saying on it. But it's a whole different picture. So I'm like, this is definitely worth it. It's like, that's an awesome design. I love that they did that differently than the little one. So it's I'm like, there's nothing wrong with that. It's definitely worth picking up. And it's a nice material that it's not the paper. It's the flexible, plasticky style material that you screen print on, like screen print paper. But yeah, those were fun. But yeah, speaking of screen printing, me and my brother stupidly passed on a screen printing company years back. Now that's one of the few companies that are still going in our town. I really wish we would have done it, because I would have been doing all the artwork for him, and he'd be doing the pressing and the squishing of the inks. He can do the crap job while I kick back and do the fun work. Come up with the designs. All right, that's it, I think, for today. I will give you the questions one last time with the answers this time. You see if you're right. Let's see if I know any of these. So who, according to C-3PO, has been known to make mistakes from time to time? I would think R2-D2. Yep, it's R2-D2. What vehicle's armor is too strong for standard blasters to penetrate? I'd say the AT-AT, maybe. An Imperial Walkers or an AT-ATs. And the third one is, what did Luke refuse to do, prompting Obi-Wan to remark, then the Emperor has already won? He chose to go and save his friends instead of doing his training. Nope. Kill his father. Screwed that one up. Should have known that. What planet's moon was almost destroyed by the first Death Star? Wouldn't that be Endor? The moon of Endor? Nope. Yavins. Yavins. I don't even remember ever hearing that name. And I watched these movies a ton of times. Shows how much I paid attention. Alright, number 5. Who resembled C-3PO during the Millennium Falcon's escape from Cloud City? Resembled C-3PO? No. Reassembled C-3PO. That would be Chewbacca. R2-D2? And Chewbacca carried him out. I thought he was putting them back together. R2 might have been zapping on some things for him, but Then we got, what character's costume was made of yak fur and mohair? Wow. Chewbacca. Chewie. I can't do that either. But yeah, it's Chewbacca. So another round down of questions. I don't know. Just something fun to do. But that's it for today. We still ended up doing a half hour. But it had a good variety of things in it. So hopefully you enjoyed. I hope you have a great Thanksgiving. This is on Thanksgiving that this comes out. So hopefully you didn't argue or take out anyone in your family. Hopefully you had some good food. Enjoyed the football games. Sadly, the Redskins weren't playing this year, so I didn't get to enjoy that game, which I was looking forward to, which I hope for every year. But instead, we had the Cowboys-Giants. I think it is. But other than that, enjoy your holiday, and we'll get back with another one of these next week. So take care. Check out our Sunday Coffee and Comics, where I read an old comic book, Golden, Silver Age, Bronze Age type comics or whatever, and do my goofy voices that probably really suck. I haven't rewatched one yet, so check those out, and I hope you enjoy them. Comment, let me know what you think, and we'll get back with more unboxings, reviews, and all that other good stuff soon. Keep following Under the Cult of MS. Rate, review, subscribe, tell a friend, give us those likes, and check out Crimson Cult Comic Club. All right, thanks. Bye.